Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to a new reading. So I'm all in a new setup. It is the middle of the night. Everybody is sleeping. I had no intention of doing this reading. This is on the heels of the weekly that I just did for the last week of November, talking about the power and faith that you have going forward for new and more results. It is so extraordinary. Now, I almost didn't understand how extraordinary that reading was until it was over. And I've never seen so many pentacles cards ever. The level of support that is coming through, and you are to feel more supported here. And that is why we're going to be tapping into 11 decks for the month of December. You can let me know in the comments if you like using these many decks, because I can start doing that on the monthly if we feel more fed and more supported, because there is something about literally doing more things in the physical that you genuinely feel more lit, more supported, more in your power, and focused in the moment and going forward for new and more results in your life. It's going to be 11:11 on the video. So whatever does it for you, they're helping you to get things done here, to be in your power, to remain calm, balanced, loving, powerful, going forward for new and more results in your life. Now, you could really have been illuminated like a spiritual education. Where should your focus be? What are you achieving? How are you going about that? And besides that, getting an awareness of what to go forward on to get the max results and new results. But how are you keeping up with your stamina? How are you being supported to stay lit and do all of that does it? And you don't need anybody's approval for that. If I waited for other people's approval, I wouldn't even be doing a video right now, using cards, doing a channel, whatever it is. So whatever feeds you, do more of. Between you, yourself, and I. What keeps you lit? What keeps you powerful? What keeps you focused? What keeps you sane in an insane world and getting things done and being in your full power, loving power, showing up for yourself and others and achieving things? Because there is extraordinary support for getting new and more results. So like I said, besides giving you a divine inspiration for you to answer the call and do it, they're going to be guiding you on how you can better support your own energy here in the gravity of the world, which is not just, something falls to the ground, but the gravity of the world. How do you stay positive, lit, going forward? And there's something about in your core, and also those words that I always say, love, support, backing. To really feel love, support, backing in your life is going to be priceless, because it's going to be feeding you more power to stay in that octave. And so whatever keeps you staying in that octave going forward, right? That's the love, support, backing. So we're going to be tapping into 11 decks. I've never done so many. And as I was setting up the cards, and they kept on adding more, because I always listen to the guidance, like what decks and everything else, they kept on adding. And I swear to God, it was moving me to tears. Just the amount of decks and the reasons why. And then at first, this is a new layout just because people are still sleeping. I can't use my usual desk. I set up a little, everything has meaning back here. I was getting moved to tears. Then there's a couch behind me. I was sitting up on the couch, so I'm looking over this little coffee table, and then all of a sudden they put me down on the ground, and the back of the sofa is literally supporting my back as I do this reading. And that's what you should feel. Have you ever laid like on a sofa or lean against something and you feel that full support against your whole back? That's the level of support they want you to feel. And it's going to be 4:40, like we're getting 4 minutes in. I know what I say are just words on this channel, but whatever does it for you, these readings do it for me. Whether, one person sees it, 100 people see it. It's something I always did for decades. Whatever does it for you in the physical, do more of that, where you genuinely feel support. You feel support. And it's going to be priceless. So what they were saying was, in the physical, they're supporting you, taking care of your energy. And this is all about new and more results. And so you could be finding there was a lot coming through about abundance, things that you're achieving in the physical. How are you achieving more for yourself and letting go of the old limitations that you had for yourself? And so you could find that you're really letting go of a lot of old baggage. Remember, we had the Fool as a major arcana, almost like a new chapter, and with less limits or less baggage, you can go even farther. And if you feel even more love, support, backing you, they're inspiring you to go even farther, enabling you to go even farther, almost counteracting the energies of the world, literally running opposite to everything that you're fed on the daily. If I have to be truthful. Okay, so we're going to tap, enough of me babbling, but if you didn't see the weekly, and I'm telling you, it was kind of like, it didn't hit me the magnitude of that reading until after. So remember what comes out. It could feed you now and later as life happens. Besides what I say, trust everything you're getting directly. Your clairs are wide open. You're getting divine guidance. Listen to that and trust that. That is what you are to run on here. It doesn't matter what everybody else is saying and doing. Hold fixed to that, because it's like your guiding light and will not steer you wrong. It will not steer you wrong. Very much also another message was staying aligned to your heart over your mind. So if you ever feel you're getting carried away, that's getting lost in the mind. Come back. They said calm down, because everything is exciting us, pulling at our attention left, right, and center. When you feel that way, calm down, because then it gets very simple. And you're right back to your heart. You're right aligned again. That was like the one mantra to remember. Just calm down, because everything is excitable. Everything is pulling at us. We have the big stage, the small stage, everything crazy chaos. They were like, calm down. It keeps you right aligned, back in your power, back where your focus and your power really lies. It's like amazing. So besides that, you are going to get yourself amazing guidance along the way. Don't discount anything you're getting. Okay? All right, we're going to tap into 11 decks. Whatever the length of the video is here, I'll look up the angel number message. It'll be the first pinned comment on the video. We're going to tap into the Natural Easy Tarot for the journey. We're going to tap into the Natural Oracle for life or messages for body, mind, spirit. You're supported, body, mind, spirit, by the way. Not just with what you're doing, but really, and you might be guided on how are you better supporting your body, mind, spirit during this time. That's getting really amped up, because you almost have to be on another level for the other levels that are happening here. Okay, so you could find like a real spiritual education of like, you might even be changing how you're exercising, what you're eating, habits. How are you staying lit and in your power, body, mind, spirit? So much guidance about this. Okay, we're going to tap into the Remember You deck. What are the qualities they want you to remember in your heart? We're going to tap into the Divine Power deck, what your divine power is being used for or should be used for. We're going to tap into Real Divine Self-Care messages. This is Real Divine Self-Care deck, which they were tapping on. This is very much Real Divine Self-Care for your body, mind, spirit while you're here. The Divine Feeding You deck, what the divine is feeding you in December. This is crystal clear divine support for you. By the time we get to this deck, it will be crystal clear there's divine support for you. For what? This is, you are supported to bloom. So what is your purpose? What are you doing? They said no matter how crazy, chaotic, remember you are on purpose and you are supported to bloom. And so that's why this deck was created. You're supposed to do bloom things here. This is Real Divine Abundance deck. These are messages pertaining to real divine abundance. This is your source, not one thing outside. So always remain connected and know this is your source for all abundance, tangible, intangible, and you'll get divine guidance for real divine abundance. We're going to start ending it with divine spirit messages from divine spirit to your divine spirit. It's going to be direct guidance for what just came out. And we're going to end it with pure love from spirit. I really have to contain myself. It's 9 minutes in. This is to keep you lit and powerful, and it's for new and more results, and to know the level of love, support, backing that you truly have. And it's right before Thanksgiving I'm doing this, and to be honest with you, I woke up, it's so early in the morning, but I was like, you know what? How fitting to do this, and I'm going to be tearing up, but I'm so thankful and grateful that we are connected to, and you who's watching feels connected. And what a blessing that is. Like in the crazy with everything going on, at the end of the day, that you're connected and that you're getting love, support, backing here. Like they said, it could be really tough because if you're here, you're a sensitive, you're an empath, you're a psychic, whatever those labels are, right? Your clairs are wide open. You're very affected by what's going on in the world. But at the same time, the blessing is that you're receiving the guidance and the love and the support, and you can still feel connected to spirit. And what a blessing. And thank God for that. Thank God for that. I don't have words for that. I hear myself, I almost don't do justice. It almost makes me want to stop the channel and do the videos. I go through that sometimes because I feel like whatever I'm saying, it's not even doing justice, but I trust that you who's watching, you know, a lot of it can't be put into words. You just got to feel it. And I'm just grateful and thankful, and that's it. All right, so enough of me babbling. Let's get into the Naturally Easy Tarot for the journey for December. So this is no doubt for new and more results. And to trust your connection, trust all you're getting, stay lit and powerful. And look at this, even aligned. And at first I was like, oh, I wish this, my coffee table didn't have this. But you know what? How amazing it actually is aligned right to the light and staying powerful. I don't know. It doesn't bother me all of a sudden. I just got a different meaning, a meaning to it. They're keeping you supported and aligned, like no matter what. It's going to be 11:11 on the video. I'm telling you, you're going to be having to run on a different octave to stay lit here. It's 11:11. And ever since 11:11, ever since November 11th, it's really bringing home, like, you must almost be plugged in and connected and aligned and stay that way no matter what is going to pull you or distract you, or it's something has to be fixed and immovable here. And anything that helps you do that, keep doing more of, because it's supporting you, like they said, being powerful, faithful, in power and faith, going for results and not being deterred from that. Where I'm telling you, sometimes I'm like, what's the point? And I was talking to somebody else about that. We were in some service where you light candles and everything else. And it was brought home to me, you know, people get discouraged because the world feels so dark. They're almost like, what's the point? Like, why bother? But can you imagine if like this light went down and then everybody else's light went down because they're like, the world's too dark, why bother? It's like, no. This is, you do everything to stay lit. That's why you're fed so much of the opposite. That's why. Like one of the first videos I did was like, why do you think that you can get connected? Why do you think you can receive messages? Why do you think this is coming through so strong? It's because it's necessary to counter. It's necessary. So do not turn off your light. Do not, you know, get discouraged. Remember in the last reading, there was like 7 of Pentacles. Like, do not just, that's why it's really with power and faith, you're going forward for new and more results. Stay plugged in, stay lit, stay powerful. Do all that supports that even more. Okay? All right. So now let's go into the Naturally Easy Tarot. I spoke for so much. This is going to go relatively quickly, even though it's 11 decks. But and I'm also not, you know, life is busy, not able to do as many videos. But when I do, it's jam-packed with support. So for new and more results, staying powerful and lit. Let's see what are the messages for the journey for December. I'm so thankful for the support. I'm so glad I'm doing this early. It's like going into Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful for friends and family and community and you watching and loving people all around and things, you know, grateful for everything. Food on the table, your health, a roof over your head, but also thankful for the connection. Thankful, you know. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, clear out and get ready to receive. Trust your own intuition besides what I say. Hold on, I gotta calm down. I have to calm down. Clear out everything. I know I said a lot. Clear out everything and get ready to receive messages, clear messages for December, the month of December, for the journey. They're gonna get specific. Like stay calm and stay open, and besides this reading, do that in your life on the daily as well, because you're receiving a lot of guidance. Yes, and the stars coming out. So by the way, this is again about hope and faith, and going forward, and knowing that the tide is turning and they are having you move aligned with divine. And it is exactly why I was babbling so much, and I have chills everywhere. So first of all, the stars. So this is the stars are aligned right here. You're making great progress. Hope and faith restored. They're restoring your hope and faith. Just like what they said on the reading before at the end of November about with power and faith. And you are moving forward with power and faith, staying powerful and strong. Plus, because you're part of the hope and the healing, what you're doing. That's very important to know. So not only your energy is shifted so that you're filled with power and faith, you know, they said it's so fitting that the holidays are now. This is when hope and faith and love, all those energies, it has to be restored and at your core and going forward, because each one of us is part of the hope and the healing, right? And also having more faith and hope for the future here. And here, Wheel of Fortune. So literally the wheel is turning and things are going to be coming in. Like they said, for new and more results, for things turning in your favor, right? The wheel is turning. So this positivity, you can feel it. So hope and faith is restored, that the wheel is turning and what goes around comes around. So actually, and a new cycle. So this is, I took this picture when it was a pond with a lily pad, and it literally started to drizzle. So it really was the divine return, right? The water evaporates, it starts raining. What you've been putting out is going to be returned. Now that came out in the last reading for the week, that you're giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Everything you've been putting out, your hard work, what you've been pouring out, it's going to be returned. So you could be feeling this. Could probably be why you are having a renewed faith and hope right now, that the wheel is turning and you're going to be on the receiving end and you are once more moving aligned with the divine. This is the Chariot. So you're powerfully going forward and moving forward with the flow of everything, and more aligned with divine. Just what I was talking about. This doesn't bother me because it felt like, oh, we're right aligned. You're going to feel hope and faith restored and that the wheel is turning in your favor and you're moving aligned with divine. And that is what they want you to know in December. And that's going to be so encouraging. And you're just going to feel that. So yes, hope and faith restored. The stars are aligned and the wheel is turning in your favor. So all that hard work, everything you've been pouring out, you're going to start seeing returns. They said that before, rewards for hard work. It's going to be easier and you're going to be moving forward aligned with the divine and keep going that way. So here are the messages, Natural Oracle for Life, or messages for the body, mind, spirit, as the wheel is turning. And you're going to feel that. You're going to be, like they said, they're supporting new and more results. And it couldn't be more obvious when you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up with everything I was talking about, powerful and lit. Inner power. You cannot make this up. This is going to be the number one thing. You are part of the faith and the hope, and it's very important within your body, mind, spirit to have faith and hope restored at this time. They're keeping you powerful and lit so that you keep moving with the divine and you're getting returns here. The wheel is turning and it's very, very much very important, this inner power. Now, I've talked about this for like 3 weeks. Every time I do a video, this is why they have this here. This is everything about your core, your inner power, to keep it lit. Do not turn off your candle, your spiritual, powerful spirit, your insides. They're helping you to stay really lit at this time, contrary to everything that's going on. So tend to your inner flame. This is going to be part of your self-care in December and going forward, probably from now on. This is like hardcore training. They were telling me that we're mastering this. Like, how do you stay really lit in a very dark world? What is keeping you this way? Because they want you to tend to your inner flame and keep it burning bright, and do not let anyone or anything diminish your light. And if you feel it has been lowered, tend to it and raise the flame for yourself immediately, because you and the world needs you lit up fully. I have chills everywhere. Exactly what I said. Do not get discouraged and say, what's the difference? This is for you and the world needs you lit up fully. You are part of the hope and the healing. And that's what they were saying in the very beginning when I said, if people get discouraged and say, why bother? Why? No, you're part of the hope and the healing. Whatever you're doing here in the big and the small, you're part of the hope and the healing. As long as you're on this planet, you have work to do. As long as you're here on the planet, you're interacting with others. You are part of the light. You're part of the hope. You're part of the faith. You're part of keeping people lit. You're part of, right? Literally the light. So yeah, so definitely, this is a time to tend, I'm putting it right here. It's like tend to your flame. And this is going to be so, so, so important to constantly be that. I don't know where to put this so we understand here. It's like, stay lit. This is going to be your foundation to make sure that you're staying lit. Everything I was saying in the beginning, make no mistake. Beyond this reading, on your day-to-day, that's why they were like, be calm, stay calm. Don't get carried away. Don't lose your power to things. Everything that's grabbing at you, it's like you can get lost. You can your power can be diminished, or like I said, do not let anybody diminish your light. Yes, if you feel it's been lowered in any way, you'll know that from how you feel. Tend to it immediately and raise the flame for yourself immediately. So you want to stay closest to things that are positive, that are associated with divine qualities. If you start feeling that you're lowering in inner power, you need something more positive, more divine qualities, something lighter, something more positive. You know, tend to your flame and raise it immediately. Do something so that you raise the flame. You got to stay lit. For you and the world needs you lit up fully. So that's how they're keeping you in December, taking care of your inner power, going forward with hope and faith, knowing that the cycle, the wheel is turning. You're going to get new and more results, and you're moving aligned with divine. So what do they want you to remember in your heart as you're moving forward with divine and results and returns? And the core thing is to stay lit. Tend to your flame and stay lit. So what do they want you to remember? Almost like if this is your candle, what is in the base in your heart keeping you lit? Let's see what they say. This is so beautiful in December. Because I always feel like it sets you up for a new year, actually. Because you're probably going to ride this, like what they were saying in the last week of November. We're going to ride that through December into a new year. What to remember, you are special. You are special. Don't diminish your own light, saying what's the difference? I don't make a dent. It's so dark. It doesn't make a real difference. You're part of the hope and the healing. They want you to know you are special. You have special talents. You have special abilities. You have, right? Wherever you're planted, they want you to know you are special. So you are like a special light here. So don't ever discount your worth, your value. So many messages I get directly are so much, not to say anything, but like feeding me, not on the ego side, but on the divine worth side, on the divine value side, that you're special. There's no one like you here at all. So you're special. And so they could be feeding you a lot of that. Like, remember your special light, your talent, your personality, your gifts, what you do, how you do it, your energy. You're special. So that's the number one thing. I think we lose that. And remember, you're a supporter. So like they said, you're part of the hope and the healing. You're part of the restorative, that you're a supporter for others. You're special. You're a supporter even of this within other people. So you could be really supporting other people to remember to actually keep them lit in some way, to keep them lit. You're a supporter. You're special. You're a supporter of this. So I would say that you're probably a really good supporter, a really good friend, a really good family member. You are the supporter. You are the light. You are the, oh boy. If you have people who actually depend on you, it's leaning on here, depending on you to be their support. That's why they're saying stay lit. Oh my gosh, I'm really getting tears. They want you to understand that you're like a special supporter here. I'm going to cry now. This is what I'm saying. Like, I hear myself talk, but unless you feel it, like every time the English language, I wish I could just beam the feelings into you who's watching, because they want you to know you're a special support. You're a special support to other people here. So not only are you tending to your flame, being strong in that way for yourself, but for others too. And so they could be really leaning on you at this time as a sense of special support. So you could find that with your friends, with your family. It's almost like they're counting on you. You have to stay lit. Remember, you're a special support here in this dark world sometimes, in the crazy chaos sometimes, that you're the one that's showing up to be that light for either your friends, your family members, that kind of thing. How you're showing up is really important. They're reminding you of your divine power, what your divine power is used for, should be used for. Definitely part of it is your special support here, and that's why they're helping you so much to stay lit. Yeah, because we're all moving. They all want us to move aligned to divine, hope and faith restored, and to know the wheel is turning in our favor and things are going to be coming in here. And during these times, to realize that you are a special support to other people. Kind of like don't diminish. So the importance of being strong and lit is, oh boy, going back to what I said in the beginning, it's really important what you're doing for yourself to be that. You know, we talk about light working and being, light work. There's so many analogies to light, but literally, yeah, if you're connected and strong and lit and all of that, you can really be the light for other people at this time. You know, that's this hope and faith restored. They're using you somehow as a special supporter here during this time. In the big and the small. It could be just like a kind word to your friend when it's needed, or to your neighbor, or you could just find yourself put in a divine place time just to be there for a second. Yeah, you have divine power to know what you really need. They're giving you the clarity at this time. That's the only card that came out. In the sea of crazy and so much, they're keeping you, like they said here, this aligned. They're going to keep you aligned to your heart and right back to like this illumination here, that you know what you really need going forward. This is like a new cycle. What do you really need? This is going to be really important to like almost see the forest. What's that term? Forest of the trees, the gem in the crop. You have divine power to know what you really need. Also to keep you lit, to keep you powerful. What do you really need going forward? And also, as you're going forward, they're saying it's like priorities. You have the divine power to know what you really need here. I think this is, they're saying about keeping yourself lit, but also going forward with what you're achieving or what are your priorities in your life, on your priority list. You have the divine power to know what you really need and stay true to that. Because it's saying, yeah, exactly. So what they're giving you here is the clarity. Exactly what I said. I was like, you want to elaborate in here. So you have the divine power to tap into for clarity. This is when you're so illuminated. That's why they're saying stay connected. So much about your light, right? When you have the light, we got the hermit before. When you're connected, you're going within for the answers. You're going within for the clarity. When they said so much is happening, calm down, come back. You'll have the clarity. You will know exactly what you need. This is staying very much in your own power, calm, centered, balanced, checking in. They're giving you the clarity. We also had the Eight of Swords and the Hermit. And it was like every time you're getting stuck in your mind, remember that you're going within and you will get the clarity. You will know what you need. That's almost part of what to be thankful and blessing, part of the blessings that they were saying in the beginning. They're giving you this power to tap in for this clarity and to know what you really need, which is going to be priceless. It's going to keep you very much aligned. When you talk about moving aligned with the divine, it's like they're giving you almost this ability to understand that you know what you really need now, and they're giving you the clarity. So you're staying lit and powerful. Your special support even to other people at this time. They're giving you enormous clarity, like what do you really need? And you're going forward and the tide is turning and you're moving forward aligned to divine and things are coming in. Things are going to have results. So this is like totally amazing. And so let's keep going because now let's talk about real divine self-care for your divine power. See, it's moving pretty quickly. So let's real divine self-care. To keep you lit as you're going forward. It was a lot about your inner light here. Yeah, exactly. It's tend to your inner flame and keep it burning bright. Always take real divine self-care of yourself all along the way. And it landed here. It's like all along the way, they want you to take real divine self-care of yourself. So this is very much taking care of your own power, your own alignment, also not getting lost, understanding what you really need and having clarity. You're moving forward aligned with divine. The wheel is turning. They want you to know that. But this whole thing, like as you're moving forward here, have hope and faith and keep your light burning strong. Don't let your light get diminished here. This is taking real divine self-care. Like I said, it's going to be 29, like 2 light working to stay lit. you're going to get a lot of divine guidance of how are you taking real divine self-care of yourself all along the way. Besides what I mentioned, it's very personal. It's like what feeds you, what keeps you lit. Like right here, what's supporting you literally. Always take real divine self-care of yourself all along the way. As you're being moved and things are coming in, stay clear. You have clarity of what you really need here. And you're going to be getting returns, results coming in here as you keep going. But there is a focus on taking care of yourself all along the way here. And keep moving in line with divine. And this Wheel of Fortune turning, this is a new cycle where you're going to be getting greater, new and more results. And how? Because you're staying more lit despite everything. You're taking real divine self-care of yourself. You know what you really need. You're getting a real clarity. You're not getting lost in the dark or in the forest for the trees. Yes, the divine is feeding you divine signs along the way. They want you to know that as you're going, so to make sure that this is happening, right here, have hope and faith restored that this wheel is turning. Besides this sign, as you go, they're sending you divine signs all along the way as you're moving aligned with divine. They want you to know that as you're doing your moves, besides this reading, you're going to get so many, what I say, signs and confirmations. You just are. So they're just sending you a lot of divine signs along the way as you're making your moves. To support probably your inner power here, to keep you lit. Okay, so just trust that the divine is feeding you signs as you're making your moves here. That's what they want you to know. There's crystal clear divine support for you. So, almost to keep you lit and aligned, they're going to be sending you a lot of divine signs. Okay, crystal clear divine support for you. Crystal clear divine support for you. I knew this. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Doubling down that you are going to receive signs, that you are going to receive confirmations. I have chills everywhere. Yeah, special. You are not going to believe this. The divine is sending you signs. I have chills everywhere, and I'm going to cry. Crystal clear divine support for you, receiving so much divine love, messages, and signs as you go. You cannot make this up. Do you see what I'm saying? Even in this reading, this was a double down that you're going to be receiving the signs. Here it says, you're receiving so much divine love and signs as you go. So you are surrounded. It's going to help you literally stay lit. It's going to literally help you stay lit. And that's what I meant by you have no understanding. I know I say love, support, backing, but what you're being fed to counter what's going on so that you have hope and faith and you keep going, staying lit, and that the tide is turning and that you're moving aligned with the divine and you're going to be on the receiving end. You're receiving so many divine signs. It's love, signs, messages. That's crystal clear divine support for you. So every time it comes in, it is literally keeping you lit. It's literally keeping you in your power. It's literally keeping you in your light. And that's what I meant. Like, I'm so thankful and grateful for that. So as you're going about your day, watch out for things that catch your ears, catch your eyes, right? And then they even said in the last reading, especially around this time during the holidays, so many of us have lost people who have passed over and everything. There's a closeness. Oh my gosh, I just got it. I can't even get into that. I'm not going to be able to finish this reading. Oh my gosh, I can't even finish. I got a wave. You're going to feel the real closeness with loved ones passed on, especially besides your spirit guides. But you're going to get, there's so much divine love and messages at this time, like pouring on you right now. You're going to feel that closeness, especially during the holidays, during the holiday time. Yeah, so it's crystal clear divine support for you. They're going to make it crystal clear. There's divine support for you. It's 3333 on the video when I got to that. And that is everything. And that is what is going to keep you lit here. And just when you think you might be fading or diminishing, something will come in as a divine sign, love, message to feed you some almost like oil in your candle so that you're lit again. It's so beautiful because you are supported to bloom here. And oh my gosh. Okay, so let's step into the You Are Supported to Bloom deck for messages. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, of course. They said right here, you are supported to bloom. Have more confidence in your divine abilities now. They said you're special. You're a supporter. You are to stay lit. You are part of the hope and the healing, like how you're being used here. You know, they always say you're part of being used. And in so many ways you don't even realize, in the big and the small. So have more confidence in your divine abilities now. Remember when I touched on that in the beginning? It's like they're constantly feeding our light here because we're very... Our is it self-confidence? Yeah, I mean, it's like we're the worst. We're not real good supporters of ourselves. A lot of the love and messages is like a soaking saturation of love to build you up. I mean, all we are is like pulled down here in every which way, but they are telling you to have more confidence in your divine abilities now. Wow. And they are saying you are supported to bloom. Trust you will know the steps and actions to take now. Remember, you are moving aligned to the divine, and those moves, you get signs, symbols, messages, but they're actually giving you the ability to know what you really need and the clarity. So just like what they're doubling down on this clarity. They are doubling down on the clarity that you trust you will know the steps and actions to take now, because they kind of feed you. You're getting that guidance. You're just going to know it in your heart. So have more confidence in all your divine abilities right now. Trust you will know the steps and actions to take now. And you are supported to bloom and to help support others now as you do. Remember, you are special and you are a supporter. It's almost like as you are helping yourself, you are helping others at the same time. Help support others now as you do. See, you are supported to bloom and to help support others now as you do. And you are a supporter. You are definitely being used as a supporter for others at this time, and you could find that you have to take extra special care of yourself and your light, because not only do you have to be there and show up for yourself, but you're being a supporter for others. So they are really helping you. Trust you are going to have the clarity what to take now. It's aligned to your heart, and also the guidance that you're getting. Trust all you're getting with your guidance, and have more confidence in all your abilities right now, because you're being used. You're a supporter right now. You're going forward. Take real divine self-care of yourself. And you're going to be getting a receiving end here. You know, stay this way, and you're going to be, the wheel is changing here as well. But you're definitely being a real supporter for yourself and others right now. And I think that's what they're really touching on as you're moving forward, aligned with divine here. And there's going to be greater, it's a new cycle for greater returns. This is just beautiful. Let's talk about real divine abundance, talking about returns. They were having me go right here. So know and trust that the moves that you're making align with divine. It's part of the wheel turning, and you're going to have your returns. They're supporting this. So let's talk about real divine abundance. So many signs. You're going to get so many divine signs. You can move mountains of obstacles in planning and action. You are going to be moving mountains of obstacles. So like they said, you stay lit, aligned, getting clarity, moving forward, aligned to divine. The moves and the plans and the actions you're taking are moving the obstacles. So this is how it's changing. You, with the movement, this is divine movement. The Wheel of Fortune, faith and hope restored. You're moving mountains of obstacles with planning and action now. That's how they said, you know what you really need, and you're tapped in for the clarity. They could be giving you real divine guidance, and you could just be having awarenesses of how are you moving those obstacles? What are the plans? What are the actions? How are you getting your greater returns? And follow your heart and all that lights it up as it is lighting the way forward. All about the light. And there are no limits to what you can create. There's something with this where they're saying you can get greater returns. You're going to be getting greater returns. You stay. This is where hope and faith is returned, and you're moving forward aligned to divine. So literally, you're moving mountains of obstacles with planning and action. Follow your heart. That's the 100th time we're getting about that. There are no limits to what you can create now. This is the wheel turning. So where you thought there were limits, no. They're getting you farther past that. Follow your heart now. You're moving whatever held you back before. That's the 3rd time we've got it, where there could have been limits. There could have been, whether it's thoughts, beliefs, or real limits. You're kind of exceeding that. You're going to go and get better, new and better results. Trust that. Follow your heart here. You're moving those mountains with the work you're doing. It's not just wishful thinking. You're getting the clarity. You're figuring out what are the obstacles, what are you planning, what are your action steps. You're following your heart and keep moving forward, and there are no limits. There are no limits. So you're going to go beyond. You're going to get some greater results here. They're really having you kind of know what you really need and have the clarity, and then take the plan and the action step and move beyond those obstacles. Keep moving forward. There are no limits. And that's where they're keeping you. And they're keeping you lit for this and aligned to this. And this is so gorgeous. So let's start ending with divine. Ooh, divine spirit is landing right on there are no limits to what you can create. And that is the energy they're feeding you all day long. I'm going to cry again. Like, I wish I could just be, I have chills everywhere. There are no limits. There's something like we set these limits on ourselves. There's no limits. There's no limits. There's no limits. Oh, you can't make this up. I keep saying no limits. No limits. There are no limits to what you can create. This is the first one. Release your thoughts that there are limits. Go for the new things now. You can achieve it now. In between, you get some downtime in between, and you listen for the divine guidance to come. They are the ones that are saying you go for the new things now. You can achieve it now. They're the ones that are saying there are no limits, that you believe in your abilities. You believe in your abilities and you go for the new things that you can achieve now. There's no limits. Release your thoughts about that. The things that are taking your power away or believing in limits. They want you to go forward and achieve. And anytime you need, you get downtime and you listen for divine guidance to come, because they're the ones that will tell you what you really need and get the clarity, so that you know what to do. Here, they were like, that you will know what the steps and actions are to take now. Anytime you need downtime, that's when they said about the illumination will always come to you. You take the downtime and go within and you listen for divine guidance to come. And they're spurring you on to go for the new things now. You can't achieve it now. There are no limits here. So that is all the love, support, backing, inside and out. So inside, anytime you need, you tune into them and you get divine guidance. For the outside, you release those thoughts and they're telling you, yes, this is, you're moving mountains of obstacles. There's no limits. You're going for the new things. Like they said, this is the return. You're going for the new and the more results. So they're really helping you with that. Really helping inside and out. It's repeating messages that they're doing that. You're going to see signs way beyond this reading that that's what they're doing. And they're also telling you to take really good care of yourself along the way as you're doing this. So let's end it with pure love from spirit. It's landing on divine spirit. We want you to tune into us. You cannot make this up where it landed. You cannot make this up. Tune in. We want you to tune into us. This is how you're going to stay lit here. This is how you're going to stay lit here. I'm telling you, this is the blessing. Because this is when you're going to get that. I have chills everywhere. The divine guidance. Way beyond what I'm saying. Way beyond what I'm saying. I have chills. So this is feeding you and keeping you in your inner divine power here. Keeping you lit. You're special. You're a supporter even for others. Take good care of yourself. Anytime you need, you tune in for the guidance. Anytime you tune in. I mean, can you believe that landed? Tune in and tune in to us. They want you to tune into them because they want you in your power. We will send you some help. That's why they said, you cannot make this up. Get some downtime to tune in and listen to the divine guidance to come. We will send you some help. They are the ones keeping you lit here. They are the ones. You talk about light work or light work, like I said, it's a 24/7 job. Anytime you need, don't forget what you're plugged into. You just tune into them. You will get divine guidance. They will make sure that you're staying lit here. They will make sure you're staying lit here. When you they always said proactively, if you remember, do not let anything or anyone diminish your light. And anytime you feel that, you tend to it. And what do? You tune in and get the divine guidance. Because it will not steer you wrong. It will keep you in this alignment. It will keep you being fed that you can go for the new things now and you can achieve it now. That there are no limits. That you're moving forward on your heart. That you're taking the plan and the actions and you're getting those returns. This is what they're saying. So this is absolutely gorgeous. And you can tune in anytime you need for the clarity. Anytime. Especially when you want to know what the steps are, what the actions are. And you follow that. You're moving with the wheel. It's landing right there. I just said you know your heart is aligned to the wheel. Your heart is aligned to the wheel. Your heart is aligned to the wheel. Oh my God. And look what just came out. We are around you and we know how far you've come. We know how far you've come. Do you see that? Unbelievable. You cannot make this up. It literally landed on the wheel. We are, this part, we are around you and we know how far you have come. We know how far you have come. They are around you. Now, let me tell you, they are going to show that they're around you. They're giving you so many signs. Remember, the divine is feeding you signs, but they are around you and they know how far you've come. So that's the closeness they want you to feel. 444 was on the video when I got to this. When you're here in the physical, they are around you. They know how far you've come. They want you to go for the new things now. This is the wheel turning in your favor. Do everything that feeds your inner flame, that keeps you lit and aligned. Anytime you need, you tune in, listen for divine guidance. They're telling you to go for the new things now to achieve it. And it could be going beyond, because they're telling you there are no limits. There are no limits. They're constantly feeding your flame and what you can achieve here. You're really special here. You're like a supporter of light to others. Do not diminish your light here. They could really be helping you to take care of your light as much as you're achieving things, because you are like the light for other people in your life. But this is a time to go for new things, to achieve it. They're sending you help. They're very much around you. There are two things about signs. Anytime you need, and what I find so miraculous that I have chills, anytime you need love, support, backing, you feel your light diminishing, it's almost like they can see that or know that or feel that, and you'll get a sign. You're going to get fed something that keeps you up in your light. There's something about this that I'm so thankful and grateful for. But I wish you the best for staying lit, powerful, going forward, achieving things, going for the new. With faith and hope, the wheel is turning. And what a beautiful, special support you are for other people. And anytime you need, you tune in and you get that guidance. And that's between you and them, your higher self, your guides, your loved ones passed on. But you're going to get to know the steps and the actions, because your steps and actions are moving mountains of obstacles. Like with planning and action, you are moving mountains of obstacles, and the wheel is turning and you're getting returns. You're achieving it. Go for the new things now and achieve it. They're always sending you help. They're always around. Whenever you feel a little disconnected from that, that's when you get some downtime and tune in with them. So much love and support coming through here. I wish you the best in December and even into a new year. Let this propel you. I wish you the best. Take care. Bye-bye.